Man, what is going on, y'all? Listen, I'm going to do something just a little different today because this was on request. Somebody told me that I need to touch up on a very, very important topic, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Now, I just want to thank everybody that's been tuning in and stuff like that. I've been on the absence because I've had an abscess. And it sucks having tooth pain, especially when you need to talk a lot. I want to thank my old lady for being a real motherfucking nurse. That's one thing that will make a man cry. One out of three things anyway. His money, his woman, and his tooth. Cannot chew on that fucking steak like I wanted to. If you got insurance, God bless you. And if you don't, God bless you even fucking more. Because I know the feeling. But thank God for this Thursday, I believe. Sitting here playing 007 James Bond. Yeah, man. God is good. Life is good. We are here again to do it again. Another second chance. You know, God could have left us in bed this morning. Dead. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Now, of course, I went and got my cases this morning. Yeah. Seen a lot of good people today, and like I said, this podcast is really on request. A lot of people told me that I needed to talk about this, and I am. 4 letters, LOVE. We're gonna talk about love today. I'm gonna talk about love today. If you got any questions or comments, of course you know what to do. I appreciate everybody who is following. I'm just gonna officially say this is a private podcast. You know what I mean? Really, the greatest groups are the ones that is small in number. Yeah, so I'll consider y'all my angelic followers. Y'all know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help y'all God. Doing a double thing today. I got my video game, like I said, 4K camera, but we run 1080. You know, a lot of people, it don't make no difference regardless. You know, if you got a 4K display, good for you. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people is probably wondering, like, who is him to be talking about love today? Well, I'm going to tell you something. And it's a story that I really don't tell too many people. And I mean that shit. Now, I want y'all to listen. I've been in a few relationships in my life. I don't believe in anything short term. I don't. I believe in long term. If I have anything in my life, I would like to have it for the rest of my life. And that's just what it is. And I believe that about my potential girlfriend, wife. I don't play around with love because I've seen the most positive and the most negative about them. You know what I mean? About it. And you know, it's always good to put clarity on what people assume love is. You know, unconditional love, we about to go into that too. Interracial love, we about to go into that as well. You know, because people's belief systems are different. And I personally believe that you should love the fuck loves you. You know what I mean? And that's just it. I don't give a fuck what you is and what your nationality may be, skin color, ethnicity. If whoever loves you with an unconditional, kind, genuine heart, you need to return the reciprocated energy and love. And that's just what it is. And fuck whoever has anything to say about it. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Boom, boom, boom. But back to my story. Let me go ahead and get lit right fast. Yeah. If you're looking at the game right now, I'm pretty sure you know what kind of level I'm about to play, because this is one of the prime examples of love. GoldenEye 007 going straight to the control room. Natalia. This is the ultimate ride or die bitch. Yeah, I think Pierce Bronson might have had. I'm pretty sure he has a few of them when you got that much money. You know what I mean? But anyways, money cannot buy you love. And that's another thing too. You know what I mean? I want y'all to kind of vibe with me while I play this game right fast. I don't want to get fucked up. You know what I mean? I ain't played this shit in forever. And I ain't trying to get shot. You know what I mean? Because they be busting. And I'm hitting them with the pea shooter. You hear me? I hope y'all see this well too. Again, I don't be checking my batteries or nothing in this motherfucker. And that camera that's on the game. But you know, I love this part. I love this level of this game. It shows how you're supposed to protect your woman, how she got your back. You know, you might be good in the streets, but she good with the credit. Look at that shit. Yeah, she got the good credit. You can work your way in the streets and do what you need to. I'm gonna pause this though, because I don't want to get sidetracked. Because knowing me, I'll be playing this whole damn game. Going back to love though, first on my list, you gotta definitely learn how to love your damn self before you even attempt to look for anybody or expect love from anybody. A lot of people make self-love look hard. It's a very disciplined thing, because you'll realize that people will hate you in the middle of loving yourself. So a lot of people choose to hate themselves. And people will probably be like, so what is hating yourself? Because yeah, we're in 2023 now. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 98. In 88. I'm sorry. 98. Lord. I wish I was that young again. 25 years of... I'd be locked up if I was 25. It's fucked up the thing to say, you know? Not loving yourself. It's not standing up for what you know that loves you, if that makes sense. That could involve your decision making, how you choose to follow others, or how you choose to lead by example, per se. I understand everybody do make decisions, wrong decisions. People are still growing and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that every single decision or mistake that you make reflects on how you love yourself. No, because you know, then we all wouldn't know how to love ourselves, if that makes sense. But I believe that loving yourself involves not caring about the hate that's going to come to you about doing greater within yourself. For example, it took me to understand that I didn't love myself being around so many people. Becoming too trendy, allowing people to tell me what they think I should do with myself. Gotta put your foot down, you know what I mean? What do you love about you? You have to, first off, you have to love yourself enough to fight the world about how you feel about you. That's the honest to God's truth. As long as I'm not going backwards, I want to continue to keep a strong head on my shoulder. Continuing to elevate. You know what I mean? I can't go backwards, understanding that time is moving forward. Self-love, you know? Putting the childish shit behind me to understand that I have a new foundation to build, not only for myself, but my soon-to-be wife, girlfriend, kids, or whatever. You know, sometimes self-love takes you to look at things differently on a scale as if this is not all about me. That's what self-love is too. Shit is not always about me. I got a generation of nieces and nephews and stuff who need to be led by example. Now, I'm gonna say in my situation 50-50. Because, you know, if people gonna do what they want to. I like smoking weed, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyways, though, going back to saying, like, self-love, you know, people really underestimate it. They, you know, people have been hypnotized into this you only live once scenario, understanding that, yeah, it's temporary fun can lead to a season of some bullshit if you think about it, you know? Knowing who you messing around with, being influenced by, allowing yourself to be influenced. It's not self-love, you know? You gotta understand, like, is there any weaknesses about myself that the next person shouldn't carry? Self-love. A lot of people are looking for love and really are not aware of their own blindness, darkness to themselves, you know? You might meet a nice young lady or a nice gentleman. You know, a side of you loves yourself 40-60, in the middle of completing yourself, but some things that you still not want to let go of. Might assume that people should understand your situation, but would rather for people to cope with your situation by doing and helping you with yours more. Just saying, you know, crackheads being with crackheads, drunks being with drunks, you know, the expectations of right and wrong per se, especially when people are so into their ways. You know, some people just don't grow out of the reality of understanding that they need to do better for themselves in the middle of being with somebody. Very dangerous thing. Tell myself, you definitely have to be that person who loves you more before you can be with anybody.
You know, falling so weak into people don't understand their level of not loving themselves. You know, I didn't mean to cheat. I didn't mean to do this. You know what I mean? Everything was meant, if that makes sense, you know? Excuses, you know what I mean? I tell people if self-love requires separation, meaning if you need your season of seasoning, that's what I'm gonna say. You need to go out and experience new things, new taste. You know, you need to let that be your business instead of somebody else's. And if you are trying to get involved with somebody, make sure that you give them the utmost information about your true intentions, not for them, but for within yourself. There's a lot of people who get into relationships and still haven't been sexually satisfied, if you get what I mean. You know, the guy gets with the girl just because she's cool, but in reality, he still want to fuck this hot Latino girl that he never even met before in his life. You know, personally feel like, yeah, if there's a desiring energy within your body that needs to explore more, That's not self-hate or nothing like that. Do that, but do that on your time. You know, I personally say the more, I'm not saying the more experience that you have, but if your soul is thriving for a specific satisfying moment, then you probably need to live that out first before you just seek out somebody to try to, you know what I mean, to love you, you know, if you're not even satisfied within yourself. A lot of people, like I say, it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for the longest, you know what I mean? Self-love go a long way, setting boundaries, you know, on who is talking to you versus who you need to talk to. Understand how vulnerable you are when it comes to emotions. If any little fucking thing about you catch butterflies just off the simple littlest compliment or something, you just probably need to look at yourself in the mirror and like, okay, I do know that I'm a beautiful person in and out, you know what I mean? Some people just be too leeched on to find love, you know what I mean? And, you know, leeching on love is a sign of weakness as well. Like I said, a lot of people don't know a little bit about my history and stuff. I'm very serious when it comes to love, and I've always wanted to talk about this situation because, again,
you know, in a car accident, which camera am I at? Okay. In the car accident, I lost 2 of my fingers. One of them was reconstructed. The other one is gone. They couldn't ever find it. I was on my way to work. My fiance was taking me to work. We ended up in a car accident. She didn't make it. I did. When you see your loved one die in your face, you will put love in perspective in so many different ways. You got to love who loves you. Don't let this world try to hypnotize you with this bullshit. If you see signs in people that don't love you, excuse yourself with the most respect and be unapologetic about it. Life is way too short, you know. There's people out there that will bend over backwards for you if you let them. But so many are under the influence of society right now. You know, I'm glad that I've had a seasoned life to experience a lot. I have no children. I have 3, I might as well say. You know, I love DJ, Corbin, and Ramaya so much. That was my fiance's kids. I looked after them like they was my own because I loved her enough to love whatever she got. Can I admit, we all grow up, we all build with each other, and we learn from each other. Now, this is going out to anybody who is in a relationship. You find that significant other that God has sent to you, and you don't play about them. Don't play about them. You love them, you wake up every day and appreciate them. Fuck how you feel within your brain and your spirit. You gotta appreciate what the fuck God has sent to you. People sent to you that'll help you, rub your back, or give you a headache pill whenever you're sick. You know, a lot of people just say, well, I'm praying for you and be on about their fucking day. You know, you got people that is willing to sit in the bed with you while you are sick. Like, fuck me, fuck my immune system too. I'm just wanting to sit here with you, make sure you okay. Real love, unconditional love. Eczema flare-ups or whatever, they're like, we'll just put some lotion on, baby. We'll still go on to the restaurant. Fuck it. Whoever you still, you know, motherfuckers still call you handsome or pretty on your most ugliest days, and still have the honest to God heart of saying it. I know I was gonna say something about some interracial stuff. I believe that you should love whoever the fuck you should love. I'm in an interracial relationship and I love it. I've been with a lot of races. I'm not gonna say like I'm some whore or nothing like that, but you know, I've you know, I've had my hands in the Skittles, you know what I mean? You know, but one thing I know, there's a difference between two kinds of people, is a big heart and a little heart. You either got no heart or a big heart. You can, you know, and I don't give a fuck of people. You know people's intentions, man. I do. And I pray for anybody who don't have the spirit of discernment. You know, people who don't know the game as well, or don't know that game is being ran on them. Listen. At the end of the day, you gotta just keep your eyes open. You know, understand who loves you. Love they ass back, whether they are blue, black, purple, green, or whatever. God do not send you too many people that love you for who you are. My baby Emily, we met each other crossing paths. I love it. It's one of the reasons why I love my Casey so much. She was in her scrubs. She do her CNA shit. And it was something in them eyes. Just like, dang, hey, I know you from somewhere. Wasn't even trying to holler at her. You know, I'm just a very nice spirited person. If I think I know you, I'm gonna just say, hey, you know. And when I met her, I was super single. You know what I mean? I was in a self-love situation with myself. I didn't want to be with nobody. I was completely happy. Those who know me know my situation. You know, after I lost my fiance, I knew that I needed time for me. I had time to understand who I am and what I needed to do before I allow anybody to come into my life. We supposed to be bonuses and blessings for the people that God bond us with. You know what I mean? Understanding that there is baggage, you know, that we will eventually have to pick up, or they will eventually have to pick up, you know. But, you know, a lot of people still holding baggages with no bonuses in them, you know. I wouldn't want anybody to be a part of my life that will have to hold that extra anything my whole life or their whole life. Self-love, involving myself to let go. A lot of hurt. Do you know how much I get on fucking Facebook and see a nigga talking about his baby mama, or a girl talking about her fucking baby daddy? You know what I mean? But it's seeking love. It's like, maybe y'all should get back together, or you need to try to make it work, because under the illusion, people be doing stuff and don't understand who is really watching them. That's why it's another reason too. You got to love yourself enough, because people who loves themselves sees. It might be wanting to deal with you, but you keep doing this same old shit. The motherfucker looking at your page or whatever, they like, man, this motherfucker, man, yeah, that's your blessing right there. A motherfucker who been sitting by themselves the whole time, like, damn, you know, this motherfucker's just addicted to fucking just toxic ass drama and shit. You might have a dude that's willing to take care of your 3 or 4 kids. Like, man, damn, she just want to keep making the fucking same mistakes and shit. Just keep going out there finding them toxic dudes. Or it could be vice versa. Shit, a nigga could have 4 kids, you know what I mean? The girl like, shit, you know, he cool, you know, but he like hoes. It ain't no different. I don't look at it. I'm not a double-sided motherfucker. You know what I mean? We have to understand, this mental illness that is going on when it comes to, putting fabrication on love. It's no way that, anyone could expect love, not loving themselves. I bet y'all like, man, this nigga don't win a battle. Love who loves you. Fuck that shit, man. Really. Super thanks to God. God is the ultimate love. You know what I mean? We see God every day and don't even understand it. People like, I've never seen God before. Yeah, you have. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you seen God. There it is. Unconditional love. You gotta understand that you gotta have enough love for everybody and enough understanding for everybody to love one person too. A lot of y'all not social people. So how you gonna be in a relationship? You can't go out to the mall and shop without thinking somebody is against you. You think that's the kind of energy that your girlfriend or boyfriend need in the fucking future? I'm being blunt today. I'm being blunt. You know what I mean? Love yourself. Love your fucking self. A lot of y'all trying to steal love. It's out of this world thinking. Stealing love. Let's talk about this shit. You trying to sleep with your homeboy's fucking baby mama ain't gonna make your life better, nigga. You sleeping with your girl's baby daddy and you think think on it. Have to let people experience the real truth about what the fuck is really going on. I wouldn't want and people tell me I'm wrong about this. If anybody I know has ever had you, I would never look your way. I don't see how people fuck behind each other, love behind each other. If we cool and that's your girl, you would never have to worry about it. I mean, I swear to God. I think I'm too grown. I think about things more deep than normal. You know what couples do, right? Now I'm gonna look at this other camera. You do know what normal couples do, right? Y'all like each other's juices. I'm just saying. Self-love. It might be a lot of people that can talk about me, but it's not too many people can say they had me. And I mean that shit. Listen. And yeah, I know my soldiers marching on. I ain't got no kids. I don't play. Like I said, I've seen a lot of self-hate. I don't give a fuck how fine you is. If I see an ugly trait, I love myself enough to not date. Then that's just what it is. People can call it what they want to. If somebody was dating me and seen an ugly trait, so be it. You know what I mean? With all due respect, alright, I ain't for you. But I don't believe in leftovers and hand-me-downs. I've seen a lot of that shit down here. I might lose some followers for this one, but I'm sorry. I don't believe in hand-me-downs. It is 7 billion motherfuckers on this planet, and you think I want Joe fucking baby mama? You got no. I don't want anybody who would motivate me. I'm all about being the best that I can be. I couldn't be around anybody who would want me to go backwards or who wouldn't be on my ass about being on top of my shit. That's why I fuck with who I fuck with. She'd call me a bitch ass if it's necessary. I mean that shit. She will call me a bitch ass if it's necessary. Love. Sometimes we just have to reflect, look at ourselves in the mirror, and figure out if it takes more time. Sometimes it takes a little more time to get to love you and get to know you before you just step out there in that field or in that water trying to find your fish or whatever. You know, let us not continue to normalize this toxic shit, not only with relationships, but with ourselves. What is it benefiting? Our kids. Yeah, our next generation, the next generation. Can we all agree that ain't none of this shit beautiful? You know, some people like, well, if you can't beat it, just join it. Nah, fuck all that. Shit, my generation is gonna understand, you know what I mean, the difference. But still have the same unconditional love to try to lead people into a better understanding on a mental stable kind of situation, you know? Not trying to be here too long though. Like I said, you know, it's nothing beautiful than a person loving themselves and actually is appreciative of their love life and all what God has given them. God just don't just give you anybody. He don't. You know what I mean? So I've seen so many people turn down good people, and I'll be like, well, that's what you get. That's what you get. Motherfuckers still seeking love after God been done gave your ass your fucking soulmate. Your soulmate gone. Your soulmate is in Jamaica somewhere, where he or she's supposed to be, away from your ass. You forfeited that. A lot of people don't understand that too. But there is love out there for everybody. But there will never ever be love for you if you don't love your fucking self. And I'ma just end on that note. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I didn't mean for this to be too long, and I just wanted to just be as real as I can. You know? Early morning, I ain't even finished my cup. You know what I mean? It was something that I wanted to rush into. Like, as soon as I came from Casey's, I was like, nah, let me go ahead and get this shit situated. Understand what unconditional love is, for real. You know what I mean? Break away from the toxic shit. You know what I mean? Mental illness is at an all-time high. Suicide is at an all-time high. This is shit that people don't want to fucking talk about. You know what I mean? People misinterpret the word love, the emotions of it. You know what I mean? Continue to pray. Continue to meditate. Continue to celebrate you, you know? For you, not for nobody else. You know? Understand that there is a greater you if you feeling like you at the bottom of shit. You know, sobriety is right there in your face if you want to grab it. Whatever you are dealing with, I'm telling you, there is always an opportunity to love yourself, to turn things around for you. Fuck people, man. They gonna say the same shit about you when you pass away, when you dead and gone. So I want people to have the courage to love themselves more. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about me. Nothing, because I love who the fuck I am. I love what I do. And people who truly love themselves can really identify what the fuck I'm coming from and where I'm coming from. You know? That's why I love y'all so much. For real. Unconditional love, understanding that I'm not perfect. My perfect followers, I love y'all. And continue to stay tuned. I'm gonna literally be taking in topics and stuff that I know people been wanting to talk about. I had a gentleman reach out to me about wanting to talk about fatherhood and stuff like that. I will be reaching out to you. I've had so many people reach out. This tooth, literally, it's still in the middle. It's still in the motions of healing at the moment. You know, it was really bad. I had to take a few days off. You know, but it will be people, and there will be I say I have so much planned. You know, God just had to heal me first. You know what I mean? God is good. Life is good, and continue to stay positive, everybody. You know what I mean? Happy Thursday.